When you start creating your own revenue, you slowly realize that there are a lot of ways to make money, especially online. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. Today we're going to talk about the 6 ways that I make money as a content creator. If you are new here, my name is Khadijah. I am the owner of KLIGG CO. It is an art and stationery brand designed to uplift and empower women of color in small yet meaningful ways. Most recently, I started creating lifestyle content and I began monetizing that as well. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Let's start with the money maker. KLIGG CO started in 2020. I had no idea what I was doing. I wouldn't even consider myself an artist, more so just someone who was curious about art. I used my COVID relief check to buy an iPad and an Apple Pencil, and that started everything. I was getting really curious about Procreate, and I started designing things and sharing them on Instagram. Next thing you know, people wanted products. Next thing you know, I have a website. Next thing you know, I'm making money. Sounds real clear, but you know, there's a lot that happens in between all of that. With KLIGG CO, I make money in 4 different ways. The first way and the biggest profit for me is Etsy. And I have a love-hate relationship with Etsy. The biggest thing about Etsy and most con that you're gonna hear is about the fees. And I'm gonna break that down a little bit, not with the numbers because that could be a whole separate video, but I'm just gonna give you a glimpse into how much money I made this year and how much I paid in fees. And you could do the math. This year, from January 2022 to July 2022, I made around $12,000. And from that, let me check my notes, I have paid $1,700 or so in fees.
Jesus.
I will still suggest to anyone starting out and that doesn't want to be full-time in their small business, try Etsy. I feel like Etsy is a mall versus having your own website is like having your products on a small island. So people will find you. It just might take a little more time than if they're already searching on Etsy. They find you, boom. People are also very loyal to Etsy. If they are buying on Etsy, they already have their credit card information, they have processes in place. I do love Etsy for people who are starting out because they do put those boundaries in place. They make sure that you are communicating. They make sure they give you time markers for shipping things. And I think it's a good first step for people who want to get into shipping products. Really suggest is people do digital products these days because then you can cut out some of those shipping costs. But yeah, that's Etsy. All right, the next way that I make money is my primary website. My primary website is kliggco.com. I offer basically the same things that I do on my Etsy shop, but that is where I personally funnel most of my sales through. For instance, for Instagram, I say go to my website, things of that nature, just because of, like I said, the processing fees on Etsy. I can kind of deviate a little bit more from those if I push everyone to my personal website. On there as well, I have links to different things. It's like a hub. My website is on a platform called Weebly, and it's also affiliated with Square in some type of way. Don't get me started. I know a lot of people use Squarespace and other great hosting platforms. For me, Weebly was super simple and where I first started, and I kind of been rocking with them ever since. So yeah, I also wholesale my products. So that is where I partner with subscription services, boutique shops, bookstores to sell my products in a large quantity, and they get them for a discounted rate. Mostly, of course, please look at your numbers and see what works for you. But for me, I do around a 40 to 50% discount if you get over an order of 100. So things work out for me. And if you are watching this and you wanna, buy some things wholesale, hit the girl up. I'll put that link in the bottom of this description. All right, the final way that I make money from my product-based business, KLIGG CO, is through markets and events. Now, this is a bigger ask of me because it's going to take a lot of my time, typically like a Saturday for X amount of hours to begin setting up. And then it's also like some pre-work. You know, I have to start packaging products and I have to make sure the display is correct and I have to drive to these events. So make sure that you are thinking about all of those things and if that's a good fit for you and your business and if it's going to be worth it. I love events and I just love being able to see all of my products in one's time and also meeting you all. So being able to have that connection with my customers, with my supporters, with people who love my products or new people that haven't seen me before, all of that just fuels my creativity, fuels my drive, and really pushes me to continue doing this. So that's why I will continue to do markets, even if, you know, sometimes they're not always well attended. You're gonna also typically be asked to pay a fee to participate in these events. So make sure that you are looking at your profit margins, adjust accordingly, and see if this is something that you want to participate in. I love, love, love events. So I can do a full YouTube video and talk for not hours, but a good amount of time about pop-up shops. And if you are, you know, interested in that, please drop a comment. Water break featuring KLIGG CO stickers. This is sponsored. Okay, let's begin talking about the second bucket, which is the content creation bucket that is new to me, but something that I'm really, really enjoying because it's not as much of a heavy lift, at least not for me, because I enjoy creating content like this. And yeah, I think it's more than due time that creators are getting paid to uplift these apps because Amazon, the Facebook, they're making money off of our bags, because if people didn't create, what would these apps be? So I am thrilled to finally be able to have a seat at the table and get a little piece, no matter how small it is. So I'm gonna give you all some numbers, run them off about how much I'm currently making as a content creator on these various platforms. I am just starting out, like maybe in the beginning of June, I was eligible to begin making and monetizing off of content. So these are fresh numbers and I am very new to this. So this is just my first-hand account, my first 30 days monetizing content. So take it for what it is. But I do feel like I'm a little well-versed enough to share my experience. First one is the Instagram Reels bonus program. Now, this is something that I was presented with as I opened my Instagram account. They just said, oh, would you like to be a part of this bonus challenge? I'm like, sure. How do I get paid? So with this challenge, I create reels and I get X amount of money based on the views of each reel. But the bare bones of this, you get paid to make reels. Sounds easy, right? You have a month to make it to your goal. For me, I have 150 reels potentially that I could create. Ain't nobody doing all that. And I can make up to $1,200 from Instagram for making these reels and meeting my goals as a bonus challenge creator. The money will slow up after $100. Let me tell you this again. It will get harder to make money after $100. So I will collect my coins, and take it for what it is, because Instagram will play in your face. All right, next is my favorite program, probably because it's the easiest to do, and this is the Amazon Associates program. I highly, highly, highly recommend everybody to do this program because you deserve to get money for the things that you are sharing out to your audience. And your audience could be 50 people, it could be 100 people. Okay, I lied. I think you have to have at least around 1,000 followers, and that's average for people who are at least trying to be in the content creating space. So sign up for this program. I'll drop the link in the description box of this video. Yeah, Amazon is giving out money, y'all, so get y'all a cut. Bezos needs to give us a cut. This program is called Amazon Associates Program. After you sign up, you will be able to link products and create an Amazon storefront. I know you all have heard of that. All the influencers are like, it's in my Amazon storefront. Make sure you go check that out. And you can also use those links in your stories and across different platforms to share out products that you are using from Amazon. And you will get a small percentage of every sale that you get. The thing I love about this program is you're gonna get a percentage of the sale even if these people are not buying from your particular marketplace. So say I suggest a book on my Instagram page, someone clicks that link, looks at the book that I recommended, and they're like, I don't need that book, but I do need some groceries, and I'm about this pack of batteries and this and that and the third. Even though they did not buy the book,
I don't know what that sound was, but it freaked me out. Basically, to finish my thought, all I was saying was you get a percentage of that sale as well.
So like I said, both of these programs I just started. On Amazon, I made around $150 within the first 30 days of the program. There is a lag, so for this 30 days, I won't get that money until the next 60 days. So for June, I'll get it till August, but it's money to be made for doing the things that you're doing anyway. That's it for now, y'all. Like I said, I wanna keep doing this. So maybe I'll share as I find other ways that I wanna grow my business and share what those profits are looking like as I continue to do this. Ultimate goal is to monetize on most of the platforms that I'm on. For TikTok, I need to get to 10,000 followers in order to reach monetization eligibility. For YouTube, I need 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 view hours. So you being here, watching this video is helping me reach my goal. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. I will drop all my links in the description just in case you wanna help a girl out everywhere else. If you want any more information about any of these methods that I'm making money currently, please let me know. I'm very thankful that, I'm able to do this because it's not my primary income. It is something that I'm using as a way to fuel my creativity, as a way to propel my business into who knows what else. And I know it's very cliche, but it's money to be made. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Share it with a friend that may be in the same position that is looking for different ways to make money on this thing called the internet. Catch you on the next one.